Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is a T-52, the Tier 6 Premium Soviet light tank. It's located on the south spawn of Redshire, and this one is under the command of Picklefish44. And his gun's dropped. Okay, so he hasn't loaded in yet. He does have one mark on the barrel, and I saw the gun barrel move, so he's into the game. Okay, let's go. Well, the T-52 does suffer from a problem in that it's got a very high centre of gravity, which means if you corner too quickly in this thing, you can flip it over. But a lot of users will drive very, very fast to stay alive because it doesn't have much in the way of armour, but it does have a rather good 57mm gun, which is capable of doing 85 alpha. Yeah, you almost skidded there. And it'll penetrate 118 with standard AP and goes up to 165 with the premium. So it's got the good 57mm gun, but the problem with this gun is it doesn't do a whole lot of damage each shot, and that means you are actually vulnerable. Whoa, wedged himself underneath the bridge there. It's easy to do. You need to drive very carefully in this thing, and it's very easy to skid. Looks like the enemy have pushed over the centre line because that AMD 178B and the MT25 managed to get in, and well, he's going for it on the MT25. The MT25's got basically the same gun, but it's slower firing. Okay, he's gone. The kill went to the GW Panther. Here comes the AMD. One round. Two. Go for the kill. No, didn't get it that round. Go for it again, and this time round he gets it. So he's got his first kill now. Now it is easy to be overconfident in this thing, and then you can come a cropper. It's just that really it does take a lot of steering to get it to go right, and he's used the skid there to turn around and go back in the opposite direction. There's a large number of enemy tanks over that side. He probably can get shots on them. They can't see him because he's just too far away, and of course that 57mm gun will just go straight through the armour because it's very, very good at penetrating, but it just doesn't do a lot of damage in the process. They can't see him, but he's getting shots on them. This is the good view range of this tank. Oh, that one went over the top of the engine deck, and he gets one into the engine bay, but the Tiger is still there. Nope, not getting those. Go for the top of the turret. That's better. And tracked him. And one into the engine bay. So a lot of shots fired. Quite a few of them actually did do some damage. And he's now up to 1.5k. Now I think this tank is more of a, not just a spotter, but it's actually an opportunist tank. You know, an ambusher. You can just sort of like move around and around until eventually you find an enemy who doesn't see you coming, and you just take advantage of them by doing that. You see? Couldn't see him coming. Made a big mistake, overextended, and he's dead. There's another T-52 on the enemy team over in the castle. He's facing off against the Hellcat. Okay, there's that Tiger 1 again. I think he was convinced to pull back, and he's now actually being hassled by the other T-52 on our team, and of course the Arty. Well, that's encouraged. Oh, here's the Setter on the enemy team. Now that's a higher tier British tank. Gets one auto aimed in. Of course, hitting a higher tier enemy tank means you earn extra XP. It's about 10% extra. Of course, you all know the story about the T-52. Wargaming took it out of the game because it was so OP. Oh, the Setter got ambushed from behind, and now he's being auto-aimed focused. And there you go. One more. No, two more. Sorry. He's also aiming on. Go for the kill. No. Oh. No, he's going to have to take two shots to kill it. That's better. One more. One more. Yes! Okay, he's now going after the enemy T-52, but he doesn't need to worry because he's been sorted to by the Hellcat. That means there's only 4 enemies left. The enemies are, I think it's a T-34-85M, 2 GW Panthers and a Hummel. Oh, there you go, see, that top high centre of gravity catches him out. So he goes over something that causes him to go up in the air like that. And he's locked onto that T-34-85M, so he's going to auto-aim and keep pumping those rounds in to be a nuisance to him. Now he's going to go after that GW. Locks on. Yep, just keep pumping those rounds in. That's it. Keep going, keep going. Oh! That was his teammate claiming the kill. That's kill stealing for you. And the last enemy's been killed. So it's all over. Pretty good game, that one. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It was an ace tanker for Picklefish44 in the T-50-2. He got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage on the enemy. He got a master gunner for getting at least 5 armor penetrating hits in a row. A fire from effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle. And of course a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 9. He got an Orlik medal for killing 2 or more enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a light tank in a battle. They must be at least 1 tier higher to do that. And also a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. Now I think if I'm correct that the higher tier tanks would be the Setter and the Comet. Yes, they were both higher tiers. Let's have a look at the team score. There you go, highest damage, 2,824 hit points of damage from that one. Next highest scorer was in fact the GW Panther on the enemy team with 1271, and then the VK3001P on his own team with 1258. When it came to kills, he was up at the top again with 3 kills each, same as the other T-52 on his team. And when it came to base XP, it was 1,451, so he's got the top in all 3 columns. The only player to get over 1,000 base, 916 to the other T-52 and 711 to the VK3001P. He fired 44 rounds in that game, got 38 direct hits and 33 penetrations. Damage of 2,824 hit points, of which 823 were at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits, both were penetrations I'm afraid, and he also spotted 5 enemy vehicles, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did 1,305 hit points of spotting assist. On a premium count, he earned 44,264 credits, got 22,132 from personal reserves, so his total 66,395. And after repair and ammunition resupply, yes, he did fire some premium ammo, he ended up with 31,365 credits overall. He got 2 bonds for the battle, and 2,176 XP, plus 15,708 for completing the mission and events, 653 for being a premium vehicle, and 1,088 for personal reserve bonus. So he took away whopping great 19,625 experience points from one game. That's a huge amount, enough to bounce the crew skills by quite a large amount. So very well done there by Picklefish. Not bad. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please. And thanks for watching.